Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to demonstrate how I painted a boat on the Nile with a background of vegetation and trees and palm trees. The colors I'm going to use are cobalt blue for the sky and the water, and I'm going to use cadmium red and mix them to have a shading color of purple. I'm going also to use cadmium orange and cadmium yellow for the sky and the sun, sepia for the dark buildings and to darken the green, and hookahs green for the trees and the palm trees. This is the sketch. It's very simple. I found the reference photo on Google. It's a boat on the Nile in Egypt, and I tried to simplify it a little bit. The sketch is very simple, and then I'm going to use wet on wet technique for the sky and also for the water. I am using here the shading color, which is a mix of cobalt blue and red, to make a purple shade in the sky, which is the far end of the sky according to the photo, away from the sun. During the sunset I'm working wet on wet, and here this is the area around the sky. I'm using mainly orange, cadmium orange. For the plants or the trees in the background, I'm mainly using a very dark mix of cobalt blue, green, and the sepia in order to make it like something very dark at the back. This is the water. I'm using mainly cobalt blue for the water. Here I'm trying to scratch. I'm scratching the branches of the tree with the tube. Actually, you can use whatever something, a knife or a spoon or a card, just anything to do this scratching. It has a very nice effect and it works very easily. These are the palm trees, and then I'm going to add between the water and the land there should be a very dark space, and then darker shades of, or the reflection of the plants, the trees on the water should be also greenish and dark, and the boat has a stripe of red. This is supposed to be cadmium red, but it had a mix of a little bit of blue in it. The sail, which in the photo was white, I couldn't keep it white, so I just used the purple mix that I have prepared before for the sky, and also the shade of under the boat in the water should be very dark. Between the boat and the water should be very dark, so I used the red and the sepia together, maybe a little of blue to have the same effect. These are the buildings. The buildings are mainly very dark because they are in front of the sun, So usually the buildings will look very dark on this scenery. This is a house farmers in Egypt build for their pigeons. They keep them somehow in this building, and now between the buildings and the water there should be a very dark area. And then I'm using wet on wet to add the cobalt blue, and I'm going to leave an area just in front of the sun to reflect the light of the sun. Adding some flying birds to the sky really gives an atmosphere to the painting. And now it's almost done. I felt that this part needed more work, so I am adding some stripes. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching.